Hello, my friends, and welcome back.
Yeah.
Today, we're taking a look at a clip where a fat activist is getting angry at Remi Bader for making clothes that aren't large enough. Remi Bader is that fat model that was in the news recently because she was too large to fit on a horse at a ranch. So it's hilarious that fat acceptance is attacking her now for not being size inclusive enough. Is this what happens when fat acceptance starts to eat itself? Pun intended. By the way, in yesterday's episode, I didn't say I disliked Aldi because I had to bag my own groceries, okay? I said it was inefficient. You scan the groceries, put them in the cart, I take the cart over there, take them out of the cart, put them in a bag, put them back in the cart, and leave the store. Instead of scanning them, putting them in the bag, putting them in the cart, and I leave the store. One of these is drastically more efficient. Before we proceed, please click like and subscribe so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Fat people are pissed off with Remi Bader. Here's why. As many of us know, Remi Bader launched a collection with Revolve with sizes up to a 3X and then last minute added a 4X. There's so many issues with this, but I made a video a while ago and we all know that 3X 22 to 24 or 4X 24 to 26 in Revolve's case is still not size inclusive.
What? So what would be size inclusive to you? Like going up to a size 40? Do they make a size 40? Oh my goodness. It already goes up to a 4X. That's pretty dang big. I feel like no matter how big anybody makes anything, there's going to be somebody there to whine and be like, it's still not big enough. Everybody wants to just complain lately. People would rather something be crappy just so they can complain about it than it to just be right to begin with these days, I've noticed. People literally want to catch you doing anything just so they can complain about it. And then when you're like, all right, sorry then they're like, oh, okay, I'll go find something else to complain about now. Like, dude, shut up. Stop complaining about everything all the time. God.
Blocking fat people with dissatisfaction for her size inclusivity branding.
Blocking fat people. That's how you take it when she makes sizes up into 4X. So she's not including everybody up to a 4X. She's excluding everybody that's bigger than a 4X. That's how you see it. When you get into a vehicle, the seatbelt that's there isn't there to save lives. It's there to not save all the lives of the people that are too large to fit into it. Right? That's how you see it, huh? The container is always half empty, isn't it? Why am I so white? This ring light is giving me a ghostly appearance. Oh, ooh, spooky. Subscribe to the channel or I'll haunt your shit.
Though, says a lot.
Dude. The irony of you saying a bunch of nothing and then saying the word says a lot is ironic. Damn it, I already said irony.
She is supposedly one of us. A plus-size person who has difficulty finding cute clothes.
Well, she's clearly not one of you. She's pretending to be one of you so she can sell you clothes up until a 4X only. It's all part of her sick plan. Go to a ranch and get rejected for being too big to go on a horse? Check. Make a clothing line that only goes up to a 4X? Check. Fat phobia? Fully intact.
And as Mighty Murph in fashion said, as a plus-size person, being one of us, shouldn't she know that 3X isn't size inclusive to begin with?
Okay, so initially she made a clothing line up until a 3X. That wasn't size inclusive enough apparently, so she expanded the sizing up into a 4X to be more inclusive. And now you're giving her a hard time about it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Mighty Murph also put it perfectly when she said that Remi Bader is a plus-size creator who is not for fat people.
The person that they keep referencing, Mighty Murph, also sells plus-size clothes. So of course they were giving Remi Bader a hard time and saying that her sizes weren't size inclusive enough. This is all business, my friend. Mighty Murph is selling competing products to Remi Bader. I submit that neither Remi Bader nor Mighty Murph are size inclusive enough. Buy my products. Is exactly what just happened when Mighty Murph did it, but you didn't see it. You didn't see the business behind it. You're like, this is real life. It's hilarious when companies and brands push these narratives just to make more money, and then people like this think that it's real life. They're like, this is real life. This is all happening organically.
She is plus size, but she's not in the plus size community.
She is plus size, but she's not part of the plus size community. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? I have a mustache, but I'm not part of the mustache community. They have not yet welcomed me with open arms. One day I will penetrate this society of mustachioed men and rise through the ranks to get to the top. Yeah, but I don't know what that statement means. Like, you're big, but you ain't part of the big community. What the hell does that mean? Oh, you mean I didn't make my body size my entire identity because there's actually a human being in here with independent thoughts, feelings, and emotions? Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, don't do any of that stupid. Just parrot the phrases that your party has given you.
And certainly no shred of support for fat liberation.
She makes plus size clothes, okay? Her work here is done.
She is a creator for straight size people or small fats who bond over the fact that they are not accepted in fashion.
I love how much you guys like to crap all over each other constantly for no reason. It makes you feel like a big man, clearly.
This is not body positivity in the slightest.
What you're doing is not any kind of positivity in any way, shape, or form. Everything you're doing is just soaked in negativity and vitriol. Nothing good is going to come from any of this. Everyone is just going to get more bitter and fatter at the end of all of this. Literally. That's where all this body positivity leads you to. This is the most negative garbage ever, and it's going to lead you nowhere, quick. If you don't want to end up alone for the rest of your life, ditch fat acceptance immediately, and any form of body positivity. There's nothing positive or accepting about either one of those things. If you join fat acceptance, all of your prospects for living a normal life go right out the window, and you're just going to hang out with a bunch of negative people all day, every day. Looks like a blast. Where do I sign up?
If you join Fat Liberation, you can be just as happy as me.
Yeah, where do I sign up?
So this leads me to my next portion of rambles.
Oh, goodness. Here we go.
Remi Bader is not the face of body positivity.
I'm the face of body positivity. Be positive, stupid.
Anyone, as in straight size people or small fats, that considers her the face of the body positivity movement are probably part of the side of the internet that will preach self-love and body acceptance until it comes to fat folks trying to claim the same energy and advocating for fat liberation.
So she's one of those people that thinks it's cool for everybody else to have body positivity, but not fat people, even though she's larger herself. Okay, this is weird. Go on.
Because it's unhealthy or promoting obesity. She's coined the plus size girl because she's the perfect amount of plus size and no bigger, no fatter.
Oh, so that's where your problem comes in. She's not as fat as you. Alright, so we can play these games here, there, and everywhere, but it always comes down to one thing, doesn't it? She's not fat enough. You're not nearly as marginalized as me. I've eaten all the margarine.
And the perfect amount of insecure versus secure about said body.
What's the perfect amount of insecure versus secure? I don't understand. What? So you're saying Remi Bader is too secure in her not big enough body. Okay.
And while trying to be revolutionary and making waves, she's actually not making waves at all amongst the real fat people that would be supporting her if she just leaned into the fact that she is a bigger girl.
Okay, so she needs to make being fat part of her identity more for you to accept her, like you do. She needs to just talk about being fat 24/7, make it her entire personality, and then you will accept her. So it's really having a personality and being an individual that you are opposed to, right? Just think like us, look like us, talk like us, and then you'll be free.
Wants to be treated normally because fat people can live regular lives too.
Okay, then maybe you should stop bringing it up constantly and making it part of your personality. If fat people can live normal lives too, then go do it. You know that thin people aren't going around talking about being thin 24/7, right? They're just living their lives.
Or the liberation of fat people.
The only way to liberate fat people is for them to lose weight and be liberated from their fat. I don't know what anything else means in reference to that statement. Either way, you see that it's completely pointless to get involved with any of these movements. It's never good enough. It's never good enough. Came out with the plus size clothing line that goes up to a 4X. Oh, you should have gone to 5X or 6. Like, it's never good enough, dude. So don't even try to please these people. If you meet somebody and you try to do something nice and it's not good enough, stop talking to that person. Just like I said in the last video where I said if you give somebody a compliment and they give you a hard time, stop talking to them. Same thing here. If your activism isn't active enough for whoever, stop hanging out with those people. In fact, don't go join any activist groups anyway. Go live your life.
So instead of blocking fat creators and calling us haters,
Blocking fat creators? If anybody's blocking anybody here, I would say it would be you. Blocking people from living a normal life.
maybe she could get involved in the politics of body positivity.
Yeah, maybe she could get an ice pick lobotomy too. That's just as productive.
The history of it and the history of fat liberation and what that movement means.
Why? What's it going to do for you to learn the made-up history of fat liberation? How does that do anything for you today? It does nothing. Plus, it's all bollocks. It's literally nonsense. I'll give you a quick breakdown of the National Association for the Advancement of Fat Acceptance. It was started by a bunch of dudes who were into larger ladies, and they wanted to do them. So that's why they started the organization. It pretended to be like about fat liberation and stuff, but really they had all these parties where all these larger women would come, and they would do a lot of adult things at these parties, and that's literally the entire basis of the organization. And the thing that you guys keep referencing, this fat liberation, is not liberating at all. It was just a bunch of dudes using you for the way that you look, for your body, and for nothing more. NAFA is just as liberating to fat women as Playboy was to women.
If tons of fat people have critiques about her being the face of the body positivity movement, maybe she should listen to them.
Actually, she should just block every single one of them and make her account private. She should just make a public announcement. I'm not the face of the body positivity movement. Stop trying to make me that way just because I'm larger. I'm an individual who has her own wants and needs on this planet, and I don't represent you people. I know that I got embarrassed trying to get on a horse one time, and you guys all identified with that, but I am not your messiah. Everybody puts too many expectations on people that they do not know. You don't know Remi Bader. She's just some model chick. You have no idea what this person thinks or feels about anything. You're just like,
Hey, you're bigger, just like me, so you should be the face of body positivity and go do all the things and say all the things
that I'm not doing and saying. I should be able to live vicariously through all of your activism because I'm literally doing nothing. That's what you're saying. I suggest you go be the change that you want to see in the world instead of demanding it from others.
And don't even get me started on her taking Ozempic.
Don't even get me started, okay?
Tagged in the caption are amazing and fat creators who own being fat.
Who own being fat. She doesn't own being fat. What the hell does that mean? What does it mean to own being fat? She's just larger, bro. It's not her entire personality, okay? You can have a personality outside of the way that you look. I know it sounds crazy. You can actually have a personality. It's weird.
Are authentically fat.
Authentically fat. Oh my god, I want to get that put on a postcard. Oh man. Authentically fat. Okay. Thank you for saying that because I was starting to get a little negative in this video. That brought me back to the light. Oh man, how can one live authentically fat? I don't think I've been doing it right. I've been living a fake fat existence. I'm such a fake ass, mork ass, trick ass, mork. What happened to that phrase, mork? Back in the 90s, we used to call each other a bunch of mork ass tricks, morky ass, mork. Maybe that was just on Chappelle's show, I don't know. I want to get a bumper sticker that says authentically fat. You know those signs that say live, laugh, love that boring people put on their walls? I want one that says authentically fat, and I'll put it right there on the living room wall. Yes, I'm in the living room. Yes, that poster is on the wall in my living room. Yes, several different repair people and whatnot have been through this house and seen it. No, I did not explain it. I like to do weird crap and then never explain it so people just think weird stuff about me. It cracks me up in the moment and then I forget that it ever happened and I forget that there's somebody out there who thinks something crazy about me that's not true. Either way, I don't care.
And accept being fat.
Yeah, Remy. Stop not accepting that you're fat with your plus-sized clothes, I guess.
Go follow them. I guarantee you'll love them as much as I do.
Mighty Murph is a clothing brand, so they're just selling stuff. They said, hey, that other person isn't size inclusive enough. Go buy my stuff. And you didn't see this for what it was. You thought that she was actually genuine. That's hilarious.
Thank you and ta-ta for now.
Thank you, and ta-ta for now. But yeah, that Mighty Murph person is selling clothes. So anything they say to disparage other brands is obviously them just trying to get you to buy their stuff. Today we learned that Remi Bader's clothing line is not size inclusive enough. What are you doing, Bader? You only go up to a 4X, dude? What the hell? What is that, like a mid-fat? That's not even a large fat. That's not even an infinifat. That's not even a death fat. Aptly named because being obese doesn't cause any sort of health problems, according to their own spectrum. So in closing, make bigger clothes, Remy. I can't even fit my leg in a 4X. I can barely fit a 4X over the front half of my car. What are you doing? Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache combing. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.
No.